Good morning, everyone. Just waiting for people to join. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to DTBTV. I'm just going to do a little conversation and a post here regarding a possible snag in the Ibrahim Konate deal, which I don't think is a snag. I think it's just a page, not a very great page, trying to get a little bit of attention, to be honest with you. Basically, what they're saying here is, I'll just read it out. So they're saying, it's on Liverpool updates. I've just been notified by a fellow Liverpool fan. So it says here, Liverpool updates. Ibrahim Konate remains a target, but his 34 million release clause must be paid in one lump sum, which complicates matters when the club's cash flow has been affected by the pandemic and preference previously has been to stagger payments on transfers. So straight away, I've had an inbox this morning, someone saying, oh, look, we need to get rid of our owners. We need to get rid of our owners. They won't even pay this money. It doesn't say here they won't pay the money at all. Michael Edwards is a transfer genius. How he got Thiago to sign for us and staggered the payments at five payments for every 5 million a season was unbelievable. So yeah, if Liverpool are trying to do that with Konate, then not a problem. I don't care how they bring these players in. I don't care how much they pay them. I don't care whether it's 60% up front or 20% up front. I don't care if it's flipping on appearances. All I care about is just bringing in the right players. So I'm just going to correct this Liverpool update, trying to cause a little bit of crap here. I've always said this, and I said this from day one. Jurgen Klopp gets his business done early in every transfer window, right? Transfer window's not open yet, so there's going to be no business done yet, right? And what I mean by that is we will sell a few players. And that doesn't mean that, oh, here's FSG again, just selling so they can buy it. Well, that's the same for every football club. We do have to sell some players because that makes business sense. We need to get rid of Marco Grujic. We need to get rid of Harry Wilson. We need to get rid of Ben Woodburn. We need to get rid of possibly Shaqiri, possibly Oxlade-Chamberlain, definitely Origi, So there is going to be a lot of outgoings at Liverpool. So what I think will happen is this. Liverpool probably tried to see if they could stagger the payments, right, for Konate. Probably just thought, right, let's spread it out over. But with a minimum fee release clause, I'm sure you have to hit the exact amount of money laid on the table for it to trigger that release clause, which is fine. We've got 4 major cup finals from now until the end of the season. Well, a mate told me yesterday 5 if you count the FA Youth Cup final, which I agree with actually. But Champions League qualification, I think it equivalates to around about 100 million, doesn't it? Something like that, 100 million in qualification and what you'll get for the games and what you'll get for the revenue and winning and stuff like that. So if we get in the top 4, then I reckon what will happen is they'll go straight back to Ibrahim Konate's representatives and say, cash on the table, get him in. So I think what Liverpool are doing at the moment is quite wise. They're just waiting to see what their budget is. They're waiting. They'll have a plan A, Champions League money, Konate, blah, 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 whatever. And they'll have a plan B, Europa League money. And they might have to say, can we afford Konate yet? No. And if it's a no, wait until we sell someone. So here we go. Divock Origi goes 50, Shaqiri goes 20 million. Grujic will get 15 million euros for easily. He's quality and he's had a great season in the Champions League at Porto. Oxlade-Chamberlain, you're looking at 15 to 20 million easily. Bang, there you go. There's Konate. So it's called strategic business play. And FSG have always done it well, in my opinion. I've not got no beef with FSG with regard to transfers because a lot of our fans don't realise that we ain't owned by United Arab Emirates and we're not owned by a Russian gangster. We're owned by a businessman, right? That let's not just forget have just hemorrhaged millions and millions and millions of pounds in lost revenue from Anfield, which I got told when I worked there was £3 million a home game. So £3 million a home game we've been losing, coupled by the fact that, basically you've got to take into example the fact that we've been paying the players' wages since March last year now, and our wage bill is one of the highest in the world. So, you know, some of these fans just don't get it. I'm happy if we sign Kabach as a backup to Gomez, Van Dijk and Matip, and we don't get Konate. I really will go ahead with that, because I just think that when Van Dijk comes back into that midfield, you got Nat Phillips as well. Don't get mentioned. I should have mentioned him there. If we had to go into the next season with Kabach, Phillips, Matip, Van Dijk, Gomez, then I'm happy with M5. I really am. And then you got Reece Williams as number 6, because I just think Virgil will just... I mean, did you see his video of him yesterday? The man's a machine. He's just pure muscle. And if you look at his legs, not a mark on it. I told you, and I said this, I worry about Joe Gomez. That scar on his knee looks horrendous. I have never seen a scar on a knee like that in my 37 years of watching football. I worry about that lad. I mean, to me, that is a huge injury. If they've had to open his leg up that much, then I worry about Gomez. So I reckon there's a plan A, plan B. In my opinion, I'd go with it. Plan A, we get into the Champions League. Konate deal will be the first. I'm going to put that on record now. Konate will be our first signing of the pre-season as soon as we start. So I'm just going to put that right. Oh, I'm going to put my opinion to that right. I mean, let's just see what's going on here. So just on the wrong page to see if there's any comments. Good morning, Craig. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Keith. Come on, the mighty Reds. When we get in the top 4, not if, mate. Yeah, well, Brian, that's what I meant, but I didn't want to come across as cocky. I'm not a Man United fan. I'm not a Man City fan. Yeah, I do believe we'll get in the top 4 now. I think that we'll be playing a tired Man United tonight, and I'm confident in the summer we'll bring in the right players, because I'll be honest with you, we always have. All right, January we probably should have done it better with bringing in a defender. Yeah, Daniel Suarez, great, mate. Chelsea's result yesterday. I actually said to Stephen, I said, I fancy Arsenal tonight. I just did. Arsenal are like that. They can just pull off that magic game where they beat somebody sneakily. So that's brought... Do you know what? The fixtures have worked out right. And the fact... Excuse me. Oh, the bloody bird's waking me up at 7 this morning. So basically, yeah. So what I was going to say is, basically, Chelsea playing Leicester is like 3 points getting lost. Guaranteed for one of them, which is great. The best they can get is a point each, which means they won't have enough. We win our 4 games, and look at it like this. We're playing Man United after they've already played 3 games in the last 7 days. We're playing West Brom, who are relegated. They're gone. Their heads are already where their holidays are going to be. Sam Allardyce will just be devastated that he's relegated for the first time. Burnley. All right, Burnley away, tough game. But again, they're on their holidays, right? And then you've got Crystal Palace, and Craig Farragut will back me up on this. I called it weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I said, I just want us to get to Crystal Palace, last game of the season, with 10,000 fans in the ground, needing a win to guarantee us of Champions League football. And yeah, you have always said that, Brian. Yeah, to be honest, I've always been confident. I've never stopped believing that we finished top 4. But like I say, I always had this feeling that Palace last game of the season was going to be a special day. And we're doing a free barbecue. Don't forget that, everyone. Free barbecue on Stanley Park. Anyway, that was just a short video for Konate. I'm going to have a break now for a couple of hours, and I'll see you all later. You'll never walk alone.